What's going on, guys? Big OpTic here, coming at you with a game of domination with my teammates. Merc, Big Timer, Scumpy, Nate Shot, and some other people that were in the lobby. And as you're going to see in a couple of seconds, as you see the feed, you're going to see OpTic Hex. Not OpTic Hex, not the OpTic Hex. OpTic Hex. The name which I built my name on. OpTic Hex is... Well, actually, you can't even see the feed because of that EMP grenade. But anyway, so I got my name back. And at first, let me tell you a little story about how all this happened, okay? Originally, when my name got taken, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how it got taken, so you guys don't commit the same mistake, okay? Always have, and you know, once you get to a certain status, or once you get big enough to where you think people are gonna want to take your name, change everything. Okay, have one email assigned to one thing, to your gamer tag. One email that nobody knows about. Potato Hydro 36 and 7 or so at gmail.com or something. So mine at one point was something at yahoo.com. And for the longest time, that's the only reason I had that email was for my Xbox Live account. One day though, a couple of years ago, I decided to buy a PS3, or actually, you know what? I didn't buy a PS3. Sundance from MLG had something going with Sony at the time. Oh yeah, it was during the Black Ops 2 season when Sony was doing the, you know, the Call of Duty scene. They sent me a PS3, and I created an account, OpTic Hex, with no spaces. Well, guess which email I used for that? I used the same one that I have for my Xbox Live, and immediately after that, somebody found out that that was the email that I have for my PS3. Somehow, I guess I left it open. I left yes, people can contact me through email or whatever. I left it open, and somebody figured out that that's what it was. So immediately, that's how they got in, and that's how they stole my gamer tag. But anyway, so I called and complained that somebody stole my gamer tag, this and that. They finally banned it. They banned the gamer tag. They said they couldn't give it back to me because of whatever reason. I then said, well, what if somebody recovers it? They told me nobody will ever be able to recover this account because it's unusable. Nobody will be able to use this account because you won't be able to use this account because it's in limbo, is what they said. For the next 7 years, it's in limbo. Nobody's going to be able to recover this account. And I said, okay, well, at least I feel a little bit safer now that nobody's going to be out there pretending to be me, asking kids for 4,000 Microsoft points or whatever, you know, trying to scam them to add them to the friends list, pretending that it was me. So I felt a little bit safe. I felt that it wasn't going to cause any harm. It wasn't going to be a big deal. So I said, cool, whatever. I gave up on it. So a whole year goes by, and then like last month, somebody sends me a message that the OpTic Hex account has been recovered by somebody else, and I said, what? No, it's impossible. That can't be. They can't do that. You know, they told me that they wouldn't be able to do that. So I guess after being inactive for so long, somebody was able to recover it, and it just recovered it. So for the last month, I'm like, man, this is crazy. Like, you guys told me this. You guys told me that nobody would be able to use it. Now this guy may be out here asking people for money to add them to the account and all types of shit. I don't want my fans to, you know, to spend money, you know, thinking that they're going to be... It's the same thing with fanboys, right? Like, I don't hate them. I mean, obviously, I don't like some of them because, you know, they pretend to be us. And they pretend that they have recruiting abilities. They charge people to change their name. They, you know, I just don't like when people spend money, because I know that the majority of you, or you know, a large majority of you are kids. You know, you guys get an allowance, and it's either you buy Microsoft points or you buy some clothes, you buy some new shirts or whatever. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that, you know, your money should be spent how you want to spend it, not. And you shouldn't be tricked to spend it somehow. So that's why it bothers me a lot, right? And I'm like worried. I'm like, man, you know, I thought I was over it. I thought that I had parted ways with my gamer tag. I had put it in my head that I was never gonna have that gamer tag back, and that I should just move along and move on and just move on. Get a different gamer tag. I did. So for a year I was playing. Don't look at that shot, but. I had given up completely. But then the second that somebody texted me or sent me a message saying, yo, your account's back, I immediately felt that melancholic feeling where you're just like, when you miss it, when you're just like, fuck, man, I really want that back. So after pleading, after asking, after begging, somebody was finally able to somehow, this person somehow knew the person who had it. They worked something out between each other. The dude, Deficient Cat, you know, thank you for getting the account back for me. Thank you to Fallen for helping me with the, you know, with the gamertag change and all that. I didn't know I missed it, you know, and you know, it feels good to have it back, right? Because this whole time, and obviously I know that I'm me. So whoever calls me, you know, if and it happens, right? I run into lobbies where people call me fanboy, and I know I'm me, so I'm not gonna argue with them, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh, I swear it's me, because it's me, right? You know, the only people that actually like try their hardest to prove that they're they're themselves are the ones that are lying, right? Because I can go up to Hutch and be like, yo, man, you're not Hutch. Hutch is gonna be like, okay, and that's it, right? Because he is Hutch, or you know, whatever. So people used to call me fanboy, and I was like, whatever. I don't give a shit. I am me. So whatever. So I had gotten a new gamer tag. I was over it. I thought that everything was gonna be okay. I thought that I was just gonna never ever see it again. And the second that I got it back, I just felt like, I know it sounds like a little bit over, you know, cheesy, right? But I felt complete, right? I felt like I had been given back what I started with, and it was I didn't know how important it was to me until I finally got it. And it's awesome, right? I get to now be OpTic Hex. My account, my gamer tag is gonna match my teammates' gamer tag when we're in a lobby. There's not gonna be an L in front of it and then OpTic. It's gonna be OpTic, 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 OpTic. So I'm really happy about that, and you know, to those who helped me get it back, you know, I appreciate it. You don't even know how much it means a lot to me. I didn't know how much, like I just said. But yeah, that's that. Now, happy times, right? So my suggestions to you guys, if you guys don't want to get your account stolen, change, you know, create an email and only use it for that particular, you know, account. You don't use it for anything else. Don't sign up to any newsletters with it. Don't use that email for anything aside from holding it as a placeholder for your Xbox account. And if you ever feel like your account has been compromised, be smart about it. You know, if I would have paid attention, I would have been better off, because I would have been like, okay, I am not gonna allow this to happen. So the second that happened, I would have changed my gamer tag and created a brand new email and switched gamer tags and did everything and anything possible to make sure that I got it back. But that's my suggestion, guys. If you guys don't want your shit stolen, just create one single email for that. But this game has wrapped up. Left hand side, you're gonna see the previous video that I uploaded. On the right hand side, you're gonna see a random video. Until next time, as always, this has been OpTic Hex. I'm out. Peace.